Shiny needs to win this game or else he is going to be kindly escorted out of the premises. We are jumping on to Cloud Kingdom. This is the map that we just played on, but Shiny decided, you know what, I really liked where I was going with that game. I think I can do it again. I think I can macro my heart out, and I think I can win. If you just give me one more chance, MaximusGore.
You're gonna introduce?
Yeah, buddy, sure. Why not? You only live once. That's what.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
No, I'm Yoda. Only once you live.
What's going on, everybody? We are going to go ahead and see the second game with MaximusGore spawning at the bottom left of Cloud Kingdom. He's yellow, which means he's cool in my book. And at the top right, the teal, the Terran, the shiny, the sexy, the sexy K-pop the K-pop musician. Big fan of his.
A huge fan.
Huge fan of his work. That's why I'm honestly rooting for him. Nothing against MaximusGore, as that's clearly what we saw last game.
Right. Looks like Maximus is gonna go ahead and go for that awesome possum extractor glitch. I almost called it an assimilator glitch, and I was like, that's not how it goes. Well, going for that extractor glitch, doing a great job of that. Always very beautiful. Looks like we're gonna see another 14 patch. Probably just mirroring what he did last time. It worked for him last time. Why not try again?
If it ain't broken, what are you trying to fix? What are you trying to fix, good sir? Oh baby, this Overlord making his dangerous walk across the map, as a lot of times players have figured out the timings of where a lot of Overlords will be hanging out once their first Marine is out. But I do think no matter what happens, this Overlord is going to go ahead and find his little spot, his little nook. It's funny, when people make maps, these professional maps are really, people put a lot of thought into them and have these nooks not just for Overlords but for these air units that really aren't there to engage but are there to give some vision and give some knowledge that your ground units just don't have the option of giving you. Second Overlord moving out over towards the third position. It looks like we are going to have hatch before pool. Ain't no thing to a legit baller.
No, normally you'd see that Overlord going over to the third and kind of like mid-game, you could see it kind of fly over and look in the base and just see what's going on. I mean, sure, it's probably going to die, but a good way to prepare for that is build an Overlord before you do it. So whenever you go in, you're not supply blocked, which is really not that fun, especially as playing as a Zerg player. You can't just get supply blocked whenever you want, because that's a really huge hit to your economy, because you're not being able to build drones in that time, which is not good, especially for a Zerg player.
That's right. When that's what I'm going to say to my kids. You can't just get supply blocked whenever you want, young man. There are what's it called? What's it called when there are? It's like a punishment, but it's different. There are consequences for getting supply blocked. Go to your room, young man. Ready? Reactor going down. Reactor going down. Factory gas is on the way. This might be a one-base push, as a reactor can commonly mean that a 1-1-1 is on the way. Now Shiny a little bit on the back foot. If he loses his game, he's going to be escorted out of the premises. But MaximusGore, maybe if he just plays it safe for now, he might be able to defend any early game aggression.
Yeah, looks like Maximus is not really a big fan of these multi-queen openings. He just really has the one at his natural and the one at his main. Normally in CBT nowadays, Zerg players are getting that extra, maybe 1 or 2 queens, 4 queen openings, which are really good, especially against Hellion harass, which is very deadly. If unmanaged, Hellions can do a lot of damage to your mineral line. I remember we saw a good TVT where we saw Hellion blue flame drops, which are extremely dreadfully painful. That can do a lot of damage and just really wipe out a mineral line.
Oh baby. Looks like a Hellion opener, as we do see expansion in the background of good old Shiny. Very common tactic that we've seen over and over again. This Hellion harassment is what's going to give Shiny the room and also keep his Zerg opponent busy while he is able to situate this expansion at the natural. So this isn't a fast expand by any means. We are seeing it after a few Hellions are built, but the idea here is to make sure is to buy time so that Shiny can go ahead and put his units to defend and have enough units to defend anything that comes at him. In response to this, perhaps a lot of roaches might come into production. Right now we are seeing the exact same building placement that we saw last game. Very nice, very nice. I like it. Long time. Baneling Nest and Roach Horn going down just about simultaneously, opting not to mine this third gas. And here we go, Hellions.
Wow, looks like they're only gonna take about they took out one drone so far. Maybe gonna grab two of them. Yep, looks like so far 3 drones killed. Hellions, I don't think paid for themselves. There was 3 at the start, and they're 100 minerals each, so they did not pay for themselves. However, they did do a lot of scouting information. They did scout out this Baneling Nest and Roach Warren, so that is a very, very nice thing.
Yeah, I really like the response. Everyone seems to have different responses when it comes to dealing with Hellions. Some players like to put them on hold command. We saw a few units on hold command and spread them. Some players like to just run them away, like the boogeyman was chasing them. Right now, MaximusGore gonna have vision of both towers with these 2 lings. Very, very powerful. Right now, MaximusGore has so much vision of the map that really the only thing that could catch him by surprise are medevacs. And as we are seeing, there is no reactor on this starport yet. So we are gonna see the siege tech for the factory tech lab and Banshees coming out for the starport. So it's kind of like he's playing a bit defensive with one of his tech buildings being the siege tanks with their siege mode, and with the other one, this is going to be his aggressive building where he's going to go ahead and fly around and try and keep Zergy behind.
Right now, Maximus is a bit ahead. He is going to go ahead and get down that 3rd. Layer tech is on the way. 1-1 going to go down for his melee units. Wow, this is really looking like kind of like a mirror play of what we saw last time from both players right now. Aside from that, Banshee is going to go out and try to get as much damage as he can. 1 queen can easily take out 1 Banshee. However, that cloak upgrade not being researched, so this Banshee is just going to be kind of free, just no cloak Banshee. However, this Overlord probably might scout it. Yeah, this Overlord is definitely going to scout it. That's path it's set on, and there it goes, flying by the Overlord, saying, "Hi, Mr. Overlord, I would shoot you if I could, but I can only shoot ground units." It's going to fly over, and looks like Gore should be able to prepare pretty easily for this.
Oh baby, so yeah, this is just one Banshee. No more Banshees following up behind it, as we are seeing the switch to a reactor for this starport. It's almost like when Protoss opens with Void Rays. This Banshee isn't so much to kill drones, but what it's going to do is get complete free scouting of everything that MaximusGore is up to. So I think right now, Shiny isn't overextending himself to get the scouting information and to put on a little possible pressure.
Right, Shiny did get the scouting information of knowing up there that infestation pit is there. So he knows that there is probably going to see some hive tech, and he sees pretty similar play from last time. So he probably thinks that he's just going to be expecting the same exact thing. You know, Baneling a bit of roaches for early protection, and then you have that late game awesome Ultralisk that can just do so much damage when it's fully upgraded. So that really should tell Shiny that he needs to put on pressure now, because this is really that key time for him to push, and he doesn't have any ultras out, so there's not much really that Maximus could do. So right now would look like a really good time for Shiny to push.
Oh, baby, Shiny, are you gonna do it, baby? We do have our 2 first medevacs coming out. Very common to move out with the first medevacs, as these medevacs do they give this army so much more umph. I'm not sure what the rate of healing is, but it really can turn the tides and make a battle just one-sided if everything goes accordingly. And let's see, this army of MaximusGore is just tiny. It's just a tiny little army, as all this larva is going to go into drones. And right now, MaximusGore can be, once he takes these 2 gases, he will be on 3 full bases of saturation, which is extremely powerful for all 3 races.
Right, 3 bases with saturation is just really going to allow you to kind of have a really huge economy lead right now. And it really looks like that Maximus is storing up for something big here. His larva is all going right now, but once this Ultra Cavern is done... Wow, actually, I just realized this. the second that this hatchery, this macro hatch in the main, almost gets finished is about the time that the Ultralisk Cavern goes down. So he knows this build. This is definitely something he's done before many a time, and it actually seems like a really strong ZBT build that can be used in ladder. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch this VOD on YouTube and you like figure this build out, it can be probably really valid. Ultralisk Cavern is just about to finish. Going to see that probably extra 2 armor going to go down, which is going to do so much damage. And this is almost kind of like, I think the Ultralisk are pretty much what kind of replaces Infestors almost, because normally Infestors are like that unit kind of holds the army in place, and that can kind of keep them where they are, and Ultralisk can do pretty much the same thing. Or Ultralisk on the way. It looks like another huge Shining attack going to come out. Shiny, however, has a lot of Marines, and are these Ultralisks going to be out in time to hold off this army? I don't know, but it does look like Maximus is superior in upgrades right now, so that can really help him.
Oh baby, and here we go. It's really nice. This aggression is going to go ahead and hit before these ultras are actually out on the field, as they are slowly coming up. But it looks like all these lanes moving out to get the engagement that they want. They are going to go ahead and engage on creep.
Oh, nice engagement right here. These Banelings are going to do a lot of damage, and all of those Banelings.
Very nice split.
Nice split with Marines, but is it going to be enough? These Marines did a really nice round. Another Baneling hit goes off, and it looks like Maximus wins that engagement, but barely.
Yeah, it's really a close engagement. He was able to take down this 4th hatchery. We do have 1 macro hatch on the field right now, and this hatchery is going to get immediately plopped right back down. Exactly what you want to do the moment you lose an expansion. And right now, Shiny opted to move out with a very powerful 2-base force, but he's not grabbing his 3rd, and this is putting him in a pretty awkward position. We do see the command center just about to finish for his 3rd, but it did delay his 3rd a little bit. And here we go, some Lings moving on out across the field. They are going to have the support of these Ultralisks. And I think Shiny's getting ready to go ahead and destroy this hatch one more time. No creep under the hatch. Very nice if you can go ahead and snipe expansions before creep gets there, because then it makes it about 10 times harder.
Wow, a lot of Banelings in the way. Still about 2 pages of Lings though if he queues and get a good surround. That is a lot of Lings. Like I said last time, the timing right now is just perfect for Maximus. He's doing the exact same timing. See, because I remember looking at it last time when he was 4-2, and just whenever he was fixing to engage, he got that 3-3 upgrade, which is crazy. Beautiful timing right now. This can really make a huge difference, and that's one of the key things that people who are trying to get good at StarCraft need to know, is they need to know their timings. If you don't do timing right, that can just completely ruin a game for you, and right now Maximus looks really good with his timings.
Oh baby, well this army for Maximus is just going to go ahead and hang out. It's going to be more than enough to deal with anything that can be brought at him. Right now we're seeing the power of a ground only army. Nothing in this army can shoot up, and this poor little Shiny, I don't know if we're going to see a liftoff to try and save these units, or if these units are going to get, oh, and baby, some of you guys are going to get home.
Right, but some of you are not.
I thought sometimes people with their medevacs and units like to go ahead and plop down a Marine here and there, trying to waste some of those Banelings. And look at this big rally here. Some units are being told to go back home. Others are going to continue. And we are going to see a little harassment. This is pushing MaximusGore back into his base. Right now, MaximusGore isn't attacking because he's preoccupied with his drop.
Right. Yeah, right now, Maximus definitely needs something. Just a little bit of something that can shoot up, just to really deny these medevacs the glory of taking up these Marines. And these Marines are just going to get shot down, no problem. And right now, Shiny is definitely on the defensive right now. Maximus can go push and do a lot of damage right now.
Oh, baby. Alright, well these dropships are going to go ahead and live to tell the story, the horrifying story of these Banelings. So adorable and yet so deadly. And a little contingency force of Marines here might be able to save these and then run in and put on some damage, some drone damage, possibly at the 3rd or at this new 4th that is trying to be established. The main for Zerga McFerguson is going to go ahead and run out of money, as all these drones are going to go ahead and move out to the 4th. Very nice timing here though, because what we just saw here is MaximusGore going from he was on 3 bases, just got mined out, and he just went from 3 bases to 2 bases. Now he's right back to 3 bases. And and here we go, baby.
These Banelings are fully upgraded, and if they focus down this planetary, it would go down easy. All these drones. Oh man, and this bio army is gonna not do is not going to be taken down, but however, 30 workers killed about in that engagement.
Oh man, that is going to bring the